What's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here back with another part of What If Naruto Was Imprisoned and Neglected by His Family. First of all, I would like to thank you guys for 45 subscribers as of the recording of this video. And if you like my content, please leave a like, subscribe so we can get 50 subscriber. So let's get on with our What If. Last time we left off when Naruto arrived at Land of Waves at the bridge where the fight was taking place between Kakashi and Zabuza and Sasuke, Menma and Haku, while Mito was protecting Tazuna. Now let's continue. Now Naruto was standing in front of Mito and Tazuna while both Kakashi and Zabuza were looking at him, as well as both Sasuke and Menma were shocked with shock expression on their faces. As after seeing Naruto, Haku quickly appeared near Zabuza. Both of them knew that they can't take on Triple S rank ninja, as now Naruto was glaring at them after seeing his siblings' condition. Naruto didn't hated his siblings because he knew it was his parents' influence on them when they were little. As Zabuza now thought to himself, this is bad, this is bad. It was already difficult fighting Kakashi and the Leaf Ganins, and now this monster appeared. We have to get out of here, fast, or we'll die. As he was thinking how to get out of here, Naruto lifted his hand and pointed towards him and simply said, Targeted Almighty Push. As an invisible force pushed them back and threw them away without causing damage to anything else, as it shocked everyone. After this sudden attack, both Haku and Zabuza were quite damaged, as they could barely stand on their feet now. Then suddenly clapping sound was heard from afar. While this was going on, and after the smoke cleared, Gato appeared in front of them as he said, Well, well, thanks for taking care of these two. I wasn't going to pay them, you know. Well, after hearing this, Naruto got pretty much pissed at Gato. Before Gato could say or do anything, or order his goon to do anything, Naruto vanished, leaving a crater behind where he was standing. As in a blink of an eye, all of his goons were on the ground, decapitated, as it shocked all the Leaf Ninjas as well as Gato. Then Gato fell down to his knees as he started to beg Naruto for his life because he was scared as hell. Naruto, after taking his information about accounts and money, cut off both of his hands and left him at people's mercy of the Land of Waves, which they killed him miserably. After that, Naruto appeared before his brother and Sasuke, who was now unconscious, and started to heal them, as they all were still in shock at sheer speed and brute strength of Naruto. After realizing that Naruto is too powerful for them, both Haku and Zabuza apologized and left, and Naruto let them leave. While he was still healing both his brother and his teammates Sasuke and Menma. Both Mito and Menma were feeling mixed emotions of sadness and guilt and happiness at the same time, that they couldn't speak or mutter a word to him. After healing them, Naruto helped them and Tazuna with the bridge building process. After a few days, when the bridge was completed, he started to go back for the collection of his bounty for killing Gato. Kakashi asked him, Naruto, the fourth Hokage would like for you to go back to the village and speak to him. I have already sent my messenger dog and informed him about what happened here. I see. I have to take care of something first. Tell him it will take me a month or two. After my work is finished, I will arrive at Hidden Leaf to meet him, said Naruto. After that, both the Hidden Leaf ninjas and Naruto part ways. After a few days, Kakashi and his team arrived at Konoha. After they got to the Hokage office, both Kakashi and Minato were there. Both Kushina and Minato were there as Kakashi debriefed them about their mission in details, their interaction with Naruto, Gato, and Zabuza, and his disciple Haku. Now we do a time skip to the next day at training ground Team 7. Kakashi informed Team 7 to meet him there and told them that he has recommended them for Chunin exams because he think that they are ready for it. As all of them agreed and were happy and left to train, Sasuke trained with Kakashi, whereas both Menma and Mito were trained by their parents Minato and Kushina. Time skip to the day of the Chunin exams. After entering the building, they saw a large amount of Genins trying to get into the room, but due to their training, they got through the Genjutsu and went upstairs where the real test will be taking place. Now everything goes as in canon. Team 7 passes first test. Now it is time for the Forest of Death. As Anko entered the room through the window, breaking it with a brick, and told them to meet her at the front of the Forest of Death. Oh, if you're wondering, their interaction with Gara and Temari and Kankuro still happened, as in canon, as they got Earth Scroll and had to get Heaven School to pass. They had 3 days. As the test began, all of them rushed into the forest. As everything goes as in canon, they still fought grass beginnings and has have interaction with Orochimaru. He still beated them all easily and gave Sasuke his curse mark and left them while giving them a small present, his heaven scroll, because got well he already got what he came for. As Sasuke was now unconscious, both Menma and Mito were frozen in fear due to his killing intent. They somehow managed to arrive at the tower and managed to pass. As when they entered the tower and opened the scrolls, Kushina appeared from the smoke, to whom they informed about the interaction with the snake-like guy who bit Sasuke on his neck, and then this mark appeared. She calmed them down as she then informed Minato about this. But right now he couldn't do anything due to Jonin exams taking place and being Kazekage there. But due to many Genins passing, they decided to have preliminaries. Every fight goes as in canon. Hinata still got almost killed by Neji, and Menma saving her and vowing to get revenge as they got a month of time for finals training. As Kakashi and Jiraiya took care of the curse mark, blocking his power, but it didn't completely vanished. It was still there. It only blocked his powers. And Menma and Mito trained hard for the month. After a month of time skip, it was time for finals. All their matches took place as in canon. Temari was against Shikamaru, Menma won against Neji, and so on. Until it was time for the last battle between Menma and Kara. Both of them fought evenly at first until Kara started to transform into Shikaku. That indicated the beginning of Konoha Crush, as both sand and sound shinobis began to attack Konoha. As there was a havoc, while the hidden leaf shinobis were busy evacuating and battling sound and sand shinobis. Orochimaru began his battle with Minato and Hiruzen in his barrier, while Menma and Sasuke and Mito went after Sand siblings. Their battle went as in canon. Menma managed to wake Gaara up, and Shikaku, who was out, began to fade away. As Menma told him about his brother and how he treated him, and he feels sorry for that, and he wants to change his ways and apologize to his brother, and told him that he had something to rely on as well. He then pointed towards his sibling, telling Gaara that he still has his sibling. He can rely on them. As after that, the Sand siblings left. Now back at Konoha, both Sands and Sound Shinobis were pushing back Konoha forces. As suddenly, a red lightning blur appeared as it took down a platoon of Sand. It was a large platoon in an instant. When the smoke cleared, everyone died down decapitated. They saw the Punisher standing there, glaring at them, as Konoha ninjas cheered as they thought that the Punisher was at their side. As Naruto vanished again then, and another platoon was destroyed. After seeing the Punisher destroying their two biggest platoons in two moves, the Sand Shinobis decided to retreat as they ran away. Only Sound Shinobis were there, who were soon taken care of by both Konoha Shinobis and Naruto. Then he made thousand shadow clones that he sent to help the villagers, and original Naruto went to help fourth and third Hokage against Orochimaru. All the villagers seeing Naruto helping them were shocked and now were feeling guilty because of how they have treated him. And yet he is kind enough to help them still. Back with Orochimaru, as he had revived first and second Hokage through Edo Tensei to fight Minato, and he himself was fighting Hiruzen. As Hiruzen was tired soon due to his old age, and Orochimaru was about to stab him through his sword, a kick suddenly was met with his face as he was sent flying towards the ground. As both Minato and Hiruzen's eyes went wide after seeing who was the one who kicked away Orochimaru. It was no one other than Naruto. After saying, "Hi Dad, hi Lord Third, let me take care of this, will you?" He vanished again and appeared behind both first and second Hokage. And then suddenly both of them turned into ash as their souls were freed from Edo Tensei, and they vanished again. And after seeing Orochimaru lying down on the ground, he vanished again, leaving a crater behind, and appeared behind Orochimaru and said, "It is time I end you, Orochimaru. You have caused enough pain to the people." As he, with his sheer force, punched his face, blowing away his face. Or he decapitated Orochimaru with a single blow. As it took place, both the Hiruzen and Minato watched with shock at the display of Naruto's sheer power, and so Konoha Crush came to an end. After a few days of helping people and healing them, people of Konoha started to respect Naruto. They already knew him being the Punisher from the Bingo book and being a triple S rank ninja, but they still respected him and felt guilt for mistreating him. After a few days, a council meeting was held, as both Hiruzen Minato, along with Kushina and civilian and shinobi council, were there. As when Naruto entered the council meeting room, then the meeting began. As civilian council side asked Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, we appreciate your help during the battle against Sound and Sand shinobis, but due to our treatment towards you at young age, what are your thoughts towards Konoha? As all council members looked towards Naruto, alongside with Minato, Kushina, and Hiruzen. Naruto, as they all looked towards Naruto for his response, as he simply smiled and said, I don't intend to harm any of you. You see, I have a duty to protect this world from harm and unite all nations as one and bring peace to this world. Hence, I don't have any intent to harm you. Nonsense. How can we believe you? Said Koharu. Believe what you want. I don't care. During my travels and training, my sensei my sensei's training, I have learned the most important thing, and that is to forgive and forget. But to those who deserve it, and not to those who doesn't deserve it. And in my opinion, you guys do deserve it. My forgiveness, said Naruto, as the room went silent. Then Minato asked, can you make an alliance with us as a proof of you being not any threat to Konoha? As all eyes turned towards Minato as he said that, and then back at Naruto for his response. Because all of them agreed to this, Naruto simply nodded in agreement, as then the meeting was ended. But Minato stopped Naruto for something to talk about with private. As all of them left, only Kushina, Minato, Hiruzen, Jiraiya, and Tsunade remained. There, after some time of silence, Minato said, Naruto, I, I would like to apologize. No, I would like to ask for your forgiveness. Please, will you forgive me? Are you willing to forgive me? Not just him. I'm also at fault here. Would you please forgive me as well, Naruto? Look, I know we might not be the best parents for you, but please would you give us another chance for to make up for our mistakes, said Kushina as tears started to form in her eyes, as both Jiraiya and Tsunade also apologized to him. Now Naruto, after hearing this, stayed silent for a bit, and after a few minutes turned around and began to walk out of the room. All of them, after seeing this, faced the ground as Kushina began to cry now. But at the door, he stopped as he was about to go out. He and looked back and said, I accept your apology, and I am willing to give you another chance. After this, he left the room, as both Minato and Kushina looked towards each other in shock, as both of them couldn't believe that their son forgave them for they after all they had done to him, as well as they them as well as that they were happy now, as well as they were happy now, for because their son forgave them. Now with Naruto, he I guess they did have changed, huh? Thanks to my Rinne Sharingan, I can see and tell people who are telling the truth or lying. I can't believe they were telling the truth. Naruto thought to himself. Then he went straight towards hospital to check upon his siblings and their teammate. When he saw Sasuke's neck, he simply went up to him and placed his hand on the mark and removed the curse mark, freeing Sasuke as Orochimaru was already decapitated and dead. As this was taking place in Konoha, in Rain Village, 9 shadows were in a room. As one of them asked, what is the purpose of this meeting? The other one said, it's about Punisher. Oh, you mean the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki? Yes, since him being a triple S rank ninja, we don't know how strong he is. So we all have to take him down first if we want to succeed with our plans. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Asked one of the shadows. For now, we only have to observe him and find his weakness. After finding out his weakness, we will attack him and take him down. As after this, the meeting was ended and all of them left. As this is where we are living, this is where I will be leaving this part of. If you guys like this part and want me to make more parts of this, then please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. Sorry if I stutter in stutter in the videos. It's because I'm new to this and English is not my first language, so I hope you forgive me. So, bye. This is it.